Gemini, Gemini. Welcome, Gemini. We have the new moon today. New moon in Pisces. Your sign activated by Jupiter, which is just expanding. Let's see what's going on for Gemini for this Aries season. These readings are timeless, so whenever you find them, you're meant to find them. We have the moon here on the undercurrent with the Queen of Swords. It's almost as if I see she's coming up honest with herself about some kind of foolish action or foolish deed. Perhaps she's holding on to some kind of fear. You know, the moon can represent anything from the deep subconscious. And when I really look at it, all of these creatures form, like the alligator and the wolf. You know, they form behind her. See the alligator and the wolf? It's as if she's letting go of the fear. And how is she letting go of the fear? She's looking up at the moon. Now, we do have a new moon today. Now, this new moon could be new rituals, new cycles. You know, we're breaking the old. We're breaking free from this impatience. Perhaps we're getting this tough skin like the alligator and this fierceness like this wolf, and we're looking up, and it's as if I see her envisioning her climbing up out of this dark hole and into the light, rising above. These three are in the deep subconscious. Now, this Queen of Swords, she's being honest with herself. She's really taken the face off. It's as if she grabs this. It's almost as if this looks scary, so she grabs it. She grabs the mask off of the alligator and realizes that it's really not an alligator. That she's really ripping off the fakeness of her fears. And perhaps this is how she was foolish. It's really bringing me attention to the private parts, so I don't know if this has something to do with it. This looks like a penis with some nuts, so I don't know if this is like some kind of whole entryway here, but perhaps she's coming in like cutting that off. It's like, okay, no more sex. You know, this Queen of Swords, she is the widower. She comes off single. She's not in a relationship. She really does practice the celibacy. Perhaps we are cutting some kind of foolish sexual behavior or impulses off. As the Queen of Swords, she knows she really thinks before she acts. Speaking of thinking before us acting and waiting, we have the Hangman in reverse. Now, this Hangman, he's waiting. This is real Piscean energy, and it's as if, you know what I said about the depths of the subconscious? It's as if this is what we're brewing on, stewing. It's as if we are really uncoiling the snakes, unraveling the fears, you know, in the deep subconscious, really seeing it from a different perspective. It's as if we are breaking through this oppression. Or perhaps there is some kind of mental blockage. This is why we're waiting here. Maybe we have to sacrifice something, some kind of thought. Now, here we have Saturn in Sagittarius. Now, this is the restriction or the boundaries with the big picture thinking. So it's like, okay, where do you put the boundaries on your future dreams or these big picture, you know, looking at the big picture? Now, with the Knight of Cups, this is the seducer in reverse. Now, this is the Knight in shining armor, this true connection, and it's in reverse. So perhaps this has to do with past relationships and gaining the strength, or these beastie qualities. You know, there's some kind of oppression. With the Ten of Swords, this is also an ending. You know, things come to an end, and perhaps these are relationships. With the Queen of Swords, she is coming in as her own, you know, coming above, out of this fool into the new, like into this consciousness. I see the Magician in my mind's eye, like you're this new creator, Gemini. All right, so yeah, there is, remember we had the moon. That was this uncertainty, the deep subconscious. Now this just solidifies that with the Ace of Swords in reverse. This is some kind of uncertainty. You know, we're going from the 10 to the Ace, and perhaps this oppression, this painful ending is what's creating some kind of uncertainty or unclarity. Perhaps it's like, oh, we fell off or we lost. This is a lack of will, because then it's like, oh, well, we gained something. Maybe we thought we lost it. Maybe we lost our mind, or we lost some kind of communication, but we gained some kind of security within ourselves. We broke free from the devil. We broke free from these desires. I see this as real devilish energy, you know, the same colors, same thing as this oppression, something holding us back. And that's what we're going to talk about today in the live. The tools that we need to succeed. And this is leaving these behind, this Knight of Swords. I heard people who say they're going to do one thing, but do another. And this is this, breaking free from the Lovers. With this Knight of Cups, there's the true Knight of Cups. And this is hidden behind some kind of past pleasure. Perhaps it has something to do with someone who you already know. Maybe we broke free from this. It's like, maybe it's like they have to somebody comes in to show you what true love is. And this is like what I said, you know, the pleasure. This is the sexual energy. Remember what we said, we're refraining from this? Perhaps this is somebody who comes and like the same thing. We're refraining from this. We're getting to know each other on an emotional level, not a sexual level. With the Knight of Cups, this is real Piscean, Cancerian, Scorpionic energy, water energy. Let's see, on the top of the deck, we have failure in reverse. So yes, we will succeed. We will succeed. And the Nine of Swords. We will succeed. It's as if we are beating this fear. Mars is going direct. It's going to affect this Gemini, which is the mind. So perhaps this is a time where we feel like ambition, like we can do it. We can do it. Failure is not an option. Failure is not an option with the Star. This is our hope. And this is us really pouring. It's almost like a baptism or some kind of rejuvenation. It's like water washing over us. Washing over us. And there's the other Hangman. So the Hangman's very important. Perhaps we are in a waiting period, a stage where we just need to be dumped of all the unnecessities. unnecessities. And then I see all these fears. Perhaps we are planning. All right, and there's the other Queen of Swords. We can't make this up, guys. The Queen of Swords, she's coming. It's as if she's coming from a loss, you know, or perhaps she's getting to this checkpoint. You know, this is the victory where we're coming across here, but in reverse, it's almost as if we're not quite there yet. Perhaps we need to take on the Queen of Swords energy in order to burst through this victory line. In order to get there, it's almost, I see it as a checkpoint. It's like checkpoint. Okay, now we have to turn into the Queen of Swords. Now we got to get into this composure. Very professional speaking, very blunt and honest and factual. And we're presenting ourselves as like this. This is what we're doing. We're leaving behind something comfort, and perhaps we don't normally do this, and this is what we have to do. Perhaps we have to get into the role now. With the Prince of Disc, we have to act like this now. With the Fortitude and the Princess, the costume designer, yes, we have to get into this role. You see this, and I see like when the clock strikes 12, it's like this is going to turn into a pumpkin, and you're going to turn back, and this dress is going to turn back into rags. So it's like something about the timing. Timing is very impairment. Is very important. Maybe impairment. Maybe the time is impairing how we do this. This is why we have to take this slow and steady and get into the role. Gemini, wow, this is really interesting. Another 9 too. So endings are here. Endings are here. Endings are near. Okay, now just keep looking down, and I see the Golden Tarot saying the strength in the Empress. especially when it comes to this, gaining this fortitude. There's the other 9 of Swords. There's a lot of 9s, like I said, 999. All right, maybe today's live will help you. Today is the 28th, Friday. Find It Friday. We're finding the tools for success, the tools you need to succeed. So yeah, 111, 1111. All right, thank you guys. Love you. If you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to become a member, all that information too is down below, and the books are now open for personal readings. Hit up my email. Love y'all. Thank you.